Friend, I don't know whether you recognize it or not, but we are in a battle. And this is no ordinary battle. We're in a battle. Whether you want to look at it this way or not, we are in a battle. We are in a Goliath-sized battle. The times we live in feel much like the battlefield in 1 Samuel 17, where David is facing this giant of a problem. Whether you want to talk about COVID-19 or racial and systemic injustice or economic recession and meltdowns and job losses, the reality is, however you look at it, we are in a fight. And I draw from the words of this teenage David, who only originally came to the battlefield to bring lunch, but somehow transitions from being a lunch boy to being a leader in a battle. David, when he's questioned about his ability to fight this giant that no one else wants to touch, he pulls up his resume and he says, "There was a time when I was in my father's sheepfold keeping the sheep that a lion came upon me and then a bear." He says, "And the same way that I dealt with the lion and dealt with the bear, I will deal with this uncircumcised giant." And I want to suggest to us that when you face battles like these, there must be a level of conviction that you bring to that battle, recognizing the fact that indeed and in fact there is more at stake than you think. That this is, like in Goliath's case, Goliath sought to bring a sense of judgment and to taunt the God of Israel. And David says, I'm going to fight this because God's glory and our integrity are on the line. And in the same sense, I would suggest to you that this fight matters, that this is a fight where righteousness is on the line. And whether we're talking about personal issues you deal with on a day-to-day basis, or whether you are joining into the issues that are part of our societal reality, I would suggest that the reason why we fight is because ultimately God's glory and our integrity are on the lines. And let me tell you that you have the kind of testimony that David has. You just may not realize it. David declares that the same way that I fought the lion and the bear over the sheep is the same way I'm able to deal with the giant that I face. And I would simply tell you that the battle in front of you makes sense of the victories behind you. That the reason why you had those battles before, back with all of that, was for this. It's because God knew you would one day face this sized battle, and God was using those previous fights to train you for the kind of issues you would have to deal with today. But can I give you some good news? I would also tell you that the same way that the battle you face makes sense of the victories behind you, that the victories behind you make sense of the battle in front of you. That, in other words, what enables you to fight this giant, what enables you to defeat a problem of this magnitude, what enables you to get up every day and put on the armor of God and to fight in this spiritual warfare that is coming upon you and upon your life today, is because of all the victories based upon the battles that God has brought you through in your past. And I'm telling you, not only do you have what it takes, I'm telling you that God desires for you to square your shoulders and remember that all of that was for this. Now you have a choice. You can waste all of the victories and the battles behind you by succumbing to this giant and quitting in the face of this problem, or you can take the fuel from your prior seasons and use it to fight what you've got to deal with today. And I want to tell you that if you were to go out on that battlefield, you don't have to worry about being ill-equipped. For the giants you face may come at you with a spear and a sword, but you, like David, come to them in the name of the Lord. That the Lord has got your back and the Lord has got your battle, but you have to be willing to fight it. And that's what I hope you will do. This is your momentum. Now, what are you going to do with it?